Actually, in the last class, we studied about the pricing, different price strategies, skimmed price, penetrating price, marginal costing price, discounting price, going rate price, all this type of pricing. In that particular thing, a competitive price, a going rate price is about the market. What is a price existing in a market? Before pricing a product, we should know about the market. That is why in this class, I'm going to start the market structure. Normally, market means it is a place where the goods and services are bought and sold. That is the actual literal definition. But in economic sense, there is a slight difference. Why? Because it is not a place. We should say it is a system of exchange. Here, there are two parties. One is a buyer, another one is a seller. That particular commodity will be, or services will be exchanged either direct way or indirect way. That too, there will be a medium how they are meeting each other. So all these things aggregatively we used to call it as economic market. As we said, there will be a buyer and seller. So there are two sides in a market. One is a supply side, another one is a demand side. So in the supply side, it contains more information about the number of sellers available in the market and what is the nature of the product, what quantum of transaction is taking place, how much it has been produced, how it is produced, why it is produced. All these things are available in the supply side. On the other hand, in the demand side, we will talk about the number of buyers and what is the taste and preference of the consumer, and whether he is having a knowledge about the market and a product. All this information will be in the demand side. So both this supply and demand will finalize the equilibrium. Based on that only the market will be fixed. So number of sellers and number of buyers and type of product and about the entry, all these things decides what type of market it is. So now let us continue with what are the types of market. So there are several classifications. We will see one by one. The first classification is based on the area. Suppose it is a local market, that is, it is in the street, in your own street or in that particular nagar. But the second one is provincial market. It is a regional market. There it may be district or it may be a state. The third one, the national level market. The last one is it crosses the political territory. So based on the area of market, we are classifying the market into four categories: local, provincial, national, and international. So this is the first type of classification based on the geographical area. Then how we can classify the market based on the time. Here also there are four times. Suppose day-to-day trade means it's a very short period. Suppose the trading takes place in a weekly basis, then it is a short period. Suppose it takes 3 months or 6 months, then it is a long period. More than a year is a very long period. Normally that particular market, very long period market, used to call it as a secular market. Suppose explain the price and output determination in a secular market means it's nothing but they are asking the long period price and output determination. So based on the place, and there are four categories: local, provincial, national, international. Based on the time, very short, long, and very long. Now let us move to normally this type of classification. We know the third type based on the quantity of the product. If it is in a very bulk, then it is used to call it as a wholesale market. Suppose it is in a very small way, then it is retail market. So this particular classification most of the people know. Apart from these three classifications, based on the market structure also we can classify the market. That is what our topic is. So normally based on the market structure we are classifying the market into two categories. One is called perfect competitive market. We used to normally perfect competition. Suppose a market which is not coming under the condition of perfect, then those market are called imperfect markets. So there are a list of features in which the market should follow. If those features are fulfilled, then it is called perfect competitive market. If any one of the condition is not fulfilled, then it is not a perfect market, it is an imperfect market. In that imperfect market, there are many type of market. Suppose only one seller is there in a market, then it is called monopoly market. Suppose there are two sellers, then it is called duopoly market. Suppose more than two, but few sellers, then it is called as oligopoly market. But it is not possible to count how many people are. It will be 100 plus. Then it is monopolistic market. All these four markets coming under imperfect market. Why? Because the perfect market is a market where there are 7 conditions. We used to call it as features of perfect competition. Those 7 is present in a market, then it is called perfect. Otherwise, the market is said to be imperfect market. Now, let's see what is perfect market is. This particular market, I already told, they are divided into perfect and imperfect. The perfect market is a market in which, what is the first condition? There are large number of buyers and sellers. Then what is the second one? With homogeneous product, with a uniform price. What is the third one? Free entry and exit of anybody can enter or anybody can exit from market. Then what is the fourth feature? A perfect mobility of factors of production. The land, labor, capital, we don't have any additional thing, or there will be a homogeneous, there will be a uniform price. So that is a perfect mobility. Then the fifth condition should be perfect knowledge about the market, both from buyer side and the seller side. Then the sixth condition is the absence of transportation cost. Why? Because if you add the self-promotion cost or transportation cost, then there's no need to maintain the uniformity in the price. The last condition is laissez-faire, used laissez-faire. That means non-intervention of government, because the market will exist on its own. So these 7 conditions are there, then it is considered to be a perfect market. For your sake, I will repeat again. The perfect competition is a market in which there are large number of buyers and sellers with a homogeneous products at uniform price, free entry and exit of firms, perfect mobility of factors of production, perfect knowledge about the market, absence of transportation costs, and no intervention of government. Understand one thing, this 7 condition is not possible. All 7 condition is not at all a problem. Even if you take a fish market, all fish are not identical. How we say it is homogeneous? Is it possible to maintain a uniformity in a price? Whether there are some sellers, they will allow others to enter the market easily. How we can expect that the factors of production have a perfect mobility? Most of the time, the buyer will be in a ignorant state, because the seller used to cheat. The major cost of product is the transportation cost. Even raw material cost can be discounted, other costs will be there, but transportation cost everybody is adding, and we are expecting the government should not involve. So all 7 is considered to be imaginary, but we cannot deny this particular market. Why? Because based on this condition of the market only, we develop lot of theories. So once you want to know about the market, first you should know what is perfect means. After that only you start learning about the other different market which are imperfect in their own state. So it's not possible to see 10% perfect completion of all these 7 features. So this particular market, we used to sometimes they ask who are the price takers? Nothing but perfectly competitive. Why? Because price is uniform. Anybody can accept that price and they do the business. Otherwise, they will quit the business. So the perfect competitive firm are called price takers. Now let us go to the imperfect one. As I already told you, if any one of the condition is not fulfilled by a market, then it is called imperfect. It may be not one. All 7 is not followed. It is imperfect. Any one is not followed, then it is imperfect. This particular concept, imperfect market, was introduced by John Robinson of America. She's a lady. And after that, Chamberlain model of monopoly that gives a wide range of information about the market. So based on these two economists' views only, we have developed the market structure. So it is just opposite to the perfect, and there will be a difference in number of buyers and sellers. There won't be any homogeneity in the product. The product may be heterogeneous. People will not allow the new firm to enter the market. Even if it is entered, they'll try to throw out from the market. And there are many other things will happen in the market sector. Those things will be studied under imperfect. Today we are going to study about only perfect market features. Before listing out the perfect market features, there are one more type of market we used to call it as pure competition. That means the first three conditions of a perfect competition is there in a market, not the rest of the four, the first three. Then it is called pure competitive market. When there is a large number of buyers and sellers in the market, they are dealing with a particular identical product, a homogeneous product, and the prices are uniform. Because of that, there is a free entry and exit of firm. Then these three conditions are there in a market. Instead of saying perfect, we may say at least pure market. So even this particular market is not possible, but still people try to achieve it. Now let us go to the actual part of the answer. That is, this is a definition that for perfect competition, 7 conditions. Those 7 conditions have been listed as a features of a perfect competitive firm. What are the 7 features? The market should have a large number of buyers and sellers. Suppose there are a large number of buyers, then the first condition is fulfilled. How they are coming? Accepting the price, because they are the price takers. And this particular large number of buyers is possible to some extent for the one perfect competition called monopolistic. What is the second condition? The products are homogeneous and uniform price. When the product is sold in a particular uniform price, when they are identical, they are equal in quality, quantity, style, shape, preference, all the things, nature, the product are identical. Suppose if there is a difference, then it is not a perfect market, because the products are homogeneous. Sorry, products are heterogeneous. The third condition is, because it is a perfect market with a large number of buyers and sellers and homogeneous product, anybody can come and do the business in a market, because already price is existing. Suppose they are not able to meet the actual condition, then they can get out from the market. Nobody will restrict them. Nobody will encourage them. Nobody will restrict them. So that is a free entry and exit offer. This is the third feature. Then what is the fourth feature? There is an absence of transportation costs. Because of this condition only, there is a price uniformity. And what is the fifth condition? There is a perfect mobility of factors of production. If there is no perfect mobility, then it is very difficult to maintain the price uniformity, and there will be a restriction for the entry of firm, and people try to throw out the other firm from the market. So all these conditions rely on this particular feature. And the last but one, the perfect knowledge. Both buyers and sellers must have a perfect knowledge about the market. What type of product we are dealing, what is the price, how the price has been fixed, what is the product life cycle, all these things they have a perfect knowledge. It's not possible, but still they are expecting that this condition should be there in a perfect market. The last one is called laissez-faire policy. Laissez-faire means non-intervention of government. So perfect competitive firm or perfect competition or perfect market is a market in which there must be 7 features, 7 conditions. The first one, large number of buyers and sellers. Number 2, homogeneous product with a uniform price. Third one, free entry and exit of firm. The fourth one, perfect mobility of factors. The fifth one, perfect knowledge about the market. And sixth one, the absence of transportation costs. And last one, non-intervention of government. When these 7 conditions are there, then it is called perfectly competitive firm. In this particular perfectly competitive, they are oftenly asking one particular question in section B, explain the shutdown point. Normally, there are price uniformity is existing in a perfect competitive firm, but instead they will ask about the price and output determination. Why? Because this particular price is fixed based on the revenue curve and the cost curve. That particular revenue function will decide the price level in that particular market. So based on the output only, the profit position will be explained. Suppose a person is selling only 100 units, 100 rupees is the price, totally he can get 10,000 rupees as a revenue. Suppose the same firm is selling 1,000 units, then 100 rupees is the price, he will earn 1 lakh rupees. In that particular market, some firm may sell 1 lakh product. So his revenue will be 1 crore. So based on the profit level only, we have to decide the price and output. So the profit position is divided into 4 categories. One is a normal profit. When average cost equal to average revenue, then it is normal profit. When average revenue is more than the average cost, then it is abnormal profit because the revenue is more, cost is less. Suppose in the other way, when cost is more than the revenue, then the firm will incur the minimum loss. Apart from these 3, one more condition is called shutdown point. In this particular situation, the average cost only, not only average cost, but also the average variable cost is more than the average revenue. The average variable cost is nothing but the working capital. Okay. AC is greater than AR, that is average cost is greater than average revenue, it's a loss. That loss is considered to be minimum when it's only incurring the AC is greater than. Suppose there is a huge loss, even average variable cost is more than the average revenue, that particular point now, which is intersecting the average revenue, that point is called shutdown point, and that particular area we used to call it as shutdown area.
Sir, the 14th slide தெரியல கொஞ்சம் view
No. Okay. So average cost equal to average revenue, normal profit. When average cost is less than average revenue, abnormal profit. When average cost is greater than the average revenue, it's a minimum loss because cost is more, revenue. But not only average cost, but also the average variable cost is greater than average revenue, then that point is called shutdown point. That is one point in that particular area, red point now, that is called shutdown point. That particular shaded area, we used to call it a shutdown area. So suppose if they ask, explain the concept shutdown point, then you have to write the definition of a perfect competition first. That is 7 conditions. Large number of buyers and sellers, homogeneous products, free entry, exit of firm, perfect mobility of factors, perfect knowledge about the market, transportation costs, and the last one, non-intervention of government. In that particular, even though there is a price uniformity and homogeneity in the product, the price and output determination is analyzed with a profit position. There are 4 profit position: normal profit, abnormal profit, minimum loss, and shutdown point. When AR is equal to AC, then it is normal profit. When AR is greater than AC, abnormal profit. When AR is less than AC, minimum loss. When AR not only less than AC, but also less than the average variable cost, that particular point is called shutdown point, as shown in the diagram. This question, it's quite possible. All of you, be thorough with that. I will share this PPT. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now.